just to get things started for Trey.
Well, he throws it a ton. I mean, 55%. He's had some games up over 60% of the time.
The windup, the 3-2 pitch, fouled straight back. Count stays full.
He's just challenging him.
Yeah.
102 right down the middle. He does have a really good curveball. It's a big, sharp bender. I mean, it can absolutely be filthy or it can hang. Again, in and out. You just never know what you're going to get.
Comes set, glove at the belt. Right-hander kicks, and the pitch swung on and lifted into center field, but Perkins will take a couple steps to his left, and he'll make the catch for the first out. Off the end of the bat by Trey Turner. One down here in the top of the first. It'll bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate. Schwarber batting .247, 49 home runs, 119 runs batted in. Trying to become just the second Philly in history to get to that 50 home run mark in a season. And first pitch to the Phil's left-hander is on the outside corner for a strike. Alan Porter behind the plate. He is our home plate umpire. Jim Wolf down there at first. Chris Siegel at second. And Alex McKay down there at third base. No balls and a strike to Kyle Schwarber. Next pitch, swing and a miss. A curveball there, the first we've seen. And it's no balls and 2 strikes to Schwarber. He steps out of the box, takes his timeout. Schwarber back in and ready to go. No balls and 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Blows it by Kyle Schwarber. His first strikeout on the afternoon and the second out here in the top of the first.
The scouting report against anyone that throws 100 to 102 will always be the same as a hitter, and that is the ball that's up, you got to lay off of it because it's just almost impossible to catch up to. Mike Piazza was a guy that could really hit that high fastball up out of the zone, but most hitters, man, if it's above the box, above that strike bar, you're just not going to catch up to it.
Well, Bryce Harper will step in now, batting .267 with 22 home runs on the year. And the first pitch to Harper is outside and high for a ball. It's 1-0. Harper coming off a homestand where he batted .286. He had a home run against the Braves, 4 for 14 in all. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, lined into center. Perkins on the run to his right, and that one is going to fall in for a base hit in front of Churio and Perkins, so a 2-out base runner for the Phils in the first hit of the afternoon.
Harp came out early today. He likes to come out when there's a little bit of sunshine. It wasn't too busy, just sitting on the bench, kind of by himself.
Yeah, he was loose.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. Now, it's interesting, Murph, they've covered half of the, or is that it's, this half uncovers, right?
Yeah, so the roof is open, and what they do is they close like a third of it almost. It's like a clamshell kind of closure, and they close it just to keep the shadows away. First pitch to JT Realmuto is on the inside corner for a strike. The slider there from Mizorowski.
It's like a sunroof.
Yeah, a little bit, but you can see the entire field is in shade except for a tiny little bit of the corner and left field, but everything else is in the shade, which they do on purpose. Next pitch to Realmuto is inside for a ball. It's 1-1. I was talking to a couple of the folks here that work for the Brewers, and he said if it were up to the Brewers players, the roof would be closed all the time. All the time. Take away any of the elements, but beautiful afternoon, so it is open. Next pitch to JT is over for a strike.
Well, yeah. It close it, and it also take away all the beauty.
Yes.
All the fun for the fans.
Absolutely. It very much is open for the fans.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the seating space is also in shade. Just in the left field stands, you got some sun at the moment. Next pitch to JT, way outside for a ball. Nice play there by William Contreras. Catch that one. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the first. No score. Harper leads off first. Mizorowski working from the stretch. He checks Harper over there at first and comes to the plate, and that's fouled out of play. So the count stays 2-2 to JT Realmuto.
As hitters today for the Phillies, you just try really hard not to get frustrated if you start to strike out or whatever. It just becomes a grind physically, but also mentally to try to stay in the at-bat. If he throws you a good pitch down at the knees or up, it's going to be tough. You just got to hang with him.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Real Muto. The kick, the pitch, swung on and hit in the air, pop up on the infield. The shortstop Ortiz call for it, and he'll make the catch for the final out. So the Phillies get a hit, nothing else in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. It's no score here in Milwaukee.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent.
Fastballs, 3 secondaries. The cutter and the splitter, though, for him have been kind of the 2 pitches that are the pitches he has to have, and they have to work in tandem. If he only gets one of them, the other one's not working, it can be trouble. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA's the Philly way to go.
Well, Bryce Terang will lead it off for the Brewers, and the first pitch to him is over for a strike at the knees, so 0-1 to Bryce Terang, batting .287. He's got 16 home runs, 68 runs batted in. Next pitch to the left-hander is on the outside corner for a strike. So quickly 0-2 to Bryce Terang, who has been on a little bit of a power surge. 10 home runs in the month of August. That's second only to Kyle Schwarber in baseball, and or in the National League, I should say. That's pretty impressive. In the leadoff spot, the next pitch to Terang is outside and low for a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Overall, 68 runs batted in for Terang. The next pitch, a little bit outside for a ball. 2-2 to Bryce Terang. It'll be Terang, Churio, and Contreras. 1, 2, 3 for the Brewers. Walker looks in. He kicks, and the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, center field. Going back on it is Bader, still going back, and he's looking up, and that ball is gone. A leadoff home run for Bryce Terang, his 17th of the year. And just like that, the Brewers with the 1-0 lead, and he starts the month of September just like he left August with a home run.
Yeah. I mean, this offense is a juggernaut. They really are. They're a very good and very well-balanced offense. Think about this at-bat with Terang. He went up there to totally take pitches. I mean, he wasn't up there swinging first pitch. He took till he got a strike. He was very picky, and then he wasn't afraid to hit deep in the count. They all hit like that. Very tough.
Well, that will bring Jackson Churio to the plate. Right-handed hitter, and the first pitch to him over for a strike on the inside corner. Churio batting .284, 18 home runs, and 68 runs batted in. Played just 2 games in August as he hits that one on the ground. Edmundo Sosa at third goes up for it on the high hop, fires across in time to get Churio. 5-3 goes the putout for the first out here in the first. Defensively for the Phillies, Sosa over there at third, Turner at short, Stott at second, Harper at first, Real Muto behind the plate, and from left to right in the outfield, Marsh, Bader, Kepler is your outfield rotation today. William Contreras, the backstop for the Brewers, steps in from the right side. And the first pitch to him is down low for a ball, 1-0. Contreras batting .259 on the year. And the pitch swung on and fouled straight back.
So the other thing about the Brewers, and obviously Durang's been hitting some home runs, but they're kind of middle of the pack when it comes to home runs as a team. Phillies, however, are kind of built around home runs. The other thing that they do really well is they run. I mean, they can steal some bases. 6 different players are in double digits in stolen bases.
Now time is called, and JT Realmuto is, well, they're calling, I think they're having a pitch com issue with Taiwan. Yeah, here comes.
I mean, I don't think the Phillies got in time to charge any of these things last night.
Probably not.
No way.
I know I didn't get my phone charged overnight. Phillies got in late last night here in Milwaukee. It was 2 o'clock local time, which, you know, for the Phils was 3 o'clock Eastern time, and, finally got to bed, and then he had the quick turnaround with the day game here this afternoon.
It's ridiculous. It really is to me. Granted, there have been some travel woes, but this sort of a setup to me is just inexcusable. I don't know how this happened. I'm sure it had to do with the holiday, but come on.
Yeah, it's a little odd for sure. 1 ball and 1 strike to Contreras. The pitch swung on, line drive over and off the glove of Edmundo Sosa down the third base line, and it's going to be 2 for Contreras as he will round first and cruise into second. The ball tipped off the glove of Sosa, but it would have been a spectacular catch had he made it, and then trickled down the left field line. So it's a double for Contreras, and he is a 1-out base runner now with Christian Yelich coming to the plate. Yelich having a terrific season, batting .270. He has 27 home runs and 92 runs batted in. DH today for the Brewers. It's 1-0 Brewers already. They've got a runner at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
He's having more problems with his
now time is called again. And Taiwan looks frustrated out there. So he's going to swap it out with Edmundo Sosa. And they're going to bring a couple of choices out, and they're going to swap it out again.
I think they may have given they've given a new one to JT as well, possibly a new, the device that he uses to give the signs with the buttons or whatever it is. I don't even know what that part's called. They got the pitch comm in the ear.
Well, I think it's all the pitch comm, yeah.
Well, that doesn't make sense. How do I explain that to our fans?
Well, one is a receiver and one's a transmitter. So
I think the transmitter then has been replaced with JT. Thank you, Murph.
And
or
Taiwan
the thingy job with buttons on it.
But that works too.
Okay.
All right, I think we've got it going. Taiwan's asking JT to test it, and it appears to be working. Alan Porter was out there on the mound just making sure that everything was copacetic. So a runner at second, 1 out. Brewers already 1 run across, and Christian Yelich, the batter now. Left-handed hitter. And the first pitch to Yelich is a little bit inside for a ball, for a strike. Yelich, good numbers against Taiwan Walker, 5 for 10 lifetime with a home run. Next pitch, and that one's a little bit high for a ball, so 2 balls and no strikes right now to Christian Yelich. Contreras over at second, he doubled. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, popped up, coming back our way. Stock, you got a shot at that.
Going to get one today.
Right in front of you. And count goes to 2-1. It is possible to get one into this booth, as we can see by the wall behind us. There's a couple holes in the wall.
Yep.
2 balls and a strike. Walker checks the runner at second. The pitch. Upstairs for a ball. 3-1 to Yelich. Jake Bauers waits on deck for the Brewers. Contreras, a short lead off second. Walker from the stretch, checks the runner. The pitch, inside and high, spins Yelich out of the way, and he walks him. So another base runner for the Brewers. And it'll bring up Jake Bauers, first baseman today. Another left-handed hitter to face the right-handed Taijuan Walker.
Part of me thinks he had no problem walking Yelich there to get to Bauers.
First pitch to Bauers is a breaking ball, and it catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, Bauers batting just 188. He's got 5 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Runners at first and second and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. That's a little bit outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bauers.
They've had some injuries. Some guys just trying to come back for the Brewers. Bauers is one of them. He had a shoulder impingement, so he just came off the IL after getting a cortisone shot for that.
The pitch, and that one's down low for a ball. So 2 balls and a strike now to Bauers. Contreras at second, he doubled. Yelich at first, he walked. 1-0 Brewers, bottom of the first. Walker comes set, glove at the chest. He kicks the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. Marsh going back for it. He's at the track. He's turned around. He reaches out. He makes the catch. All kinds of turned around was Brandon Marsh, but able to make the play, and the runners scamper back to first and second. 2 outs. Marsh was going back and had to spin completely around to make that catch.
I just don't know how it is for Brandon out there seeing the ball. If he looks into the plate or even over their dugout, you look up, there are windows way up above the third deck here. I have no idea if that plays into seeing the ball off the bat.
Now Blake Perkins, the batter, and the first pitch to the left-handed hitter is outside for a ball, 1-0. Well, that would have been real trouble had Marsh not been able to reach out and stab that one for the second out. Runners at first and second, 2 down, and the pitch. That's over for a strike. Count is even 1-1 now to Perkins, who's batting just .213 on the year. Switch hitter, batting from the left side against Walker. Runners take their leads, and the pitch. And that one's inside for a ball. 2-1 to Perkins. Walker looks in, gets his sign from JT Realmuto. Comes set, checks the runner at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
It's a cutter. You go back and look, that splitter and cutter to me have to work in tandem. So when he's at his best, the split, which is arm side, down and into righties, for example, down and away to lefties, only works if the cutter is up out of the zone and gets swings.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Outside and low. 3-2 now. The count runs full to Blake Perkins. So runners at first and second. 2 outs. 1 run across for the Brewers. Walker trying to keep it right there. Looks in. He's ready to go. And now he'll spin and chase the runner back at second. So we'll do it again. Walker looks in, glove at the chest. He pitch. And it's fouled straight down, so the count remains full, 3-2 with the runners on the move with the count full.
Taijuan, his last 2 or 3 starts have had some big first inning pitch counts. I mean, he's already up to 25. Doesn't seem to faze him. I mean, he's been able to settle down after that inning.
The count runs full now. It's to Perkins, and the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, line shot right past Bryce Harper into right field for a hit. Contreras will score. Yelich being raved around. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time, and it's a 2-run double for Perkins, just out of the reach of Bryce Harper over there at first.
Well, this ball is absolutely laced toward Bryce, and believe it or not, we were talking about the sun. Bryce is actually standing in the sun, didn't get a good read on it. If nothing else, you would hope that he would at least knock this down, but the ball was absolutely ripped with topspin. Pretty good hitting.
It was indeed. So 2-run score on the play. 3-0 now Brewers. And a runner still in scoring position for Sal Frelick, batting .296 on the year. And the first pitch to Frelick outside for a ball. Another left-handed hitter for this Brewers team. Walker checks the runner at second. And the pitch, that's a breaking ball, falls in for a strike. Three runs across, runner at second, 2 outs. Walker from the stretch. The pitch, swing and a miss. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Frelick.
Yeah, so that sun is now starting to creep in, right? So the hitter is in the sun, Harper's in the sun, everybody else is in the shade.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch, outside for a ball. 2-2. You're right. It happened quickly because at the start of the game there was no sun on the field of play, and now the entire first base line down the right field line in the sun. 2-2 pitch, swung on, popped up, and foul over the Phillies dugout on the third base side into the crowd. So the count stays 2-2. 3-0 Brewers here in the bottom of the first. The kick, the pitch, swung on, hit in the air, down the left field line. Marsh giving chase into foul territory, and he reaches up and makes the catch right up against the wall. So that is the final out, but not before the Brewers able to put 3 runs across here in the first. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Phillies trail by 3.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
Top of the second, takes the first pitch a little bit high for a ball. Marsh squared around to show bunt, pulled it back. So 1 ball and no strikes to Marsh. Phillies trail it 3-0 here in the top of the second. And the next pitch to Marsh, swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
Well, not a great start for Taiwan and the Phillies there. Taiwan's first innings the last couple of times have just been disastrous. Just too many pitches, giving up runs early.
The next pitch from Mizorowski is hit on the ground to the shortstop, Ortiz. He's got it, and over to first in time for the out. He was shaded over towards the second base bag right at him, and that's the first out here in the top of the second.
You know, the other part of that equation with Taiwan is he's been giving up some early runs. On the flip side, And out of his last 3 starts, the Phillies haven't scored a run.
No, they have not.
And that doesn't help.
No run support whatsoever.
Yeah, he's always needed some run support. He's always needed 5-6 runs a game.
Well, Harrison Bader, the batter now, and facing Mizorowski. And the first pitch from the right-hander, swing and a miss. Slider at 95. Bader's the only one that has seen Mizorowski before.
Can't have many at-bats, though, huh?
No, 2.
Oh, okay.
0 for 2,
Okay.
lifetime. And the next pitch to Bader. Big swing, no contact there. He went upstairs with the slider, and Bader chased. So quickly 0-2 to Harrison Bader with Kepler waiting on deck. Mizorowski comes set. He kicks and the pitch, and that's upstairs for a ball. 1-2. It's pretty simple delivery from Jacob Mizorowski, right? He just kind of puts the glove, almost like he's working from the stretch, but then he kicks the leg, the left leg up and drives through with the right leg. 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play.
Well, he definitely works from the stretch every time. But he comes set every time. The one thing that you're right, it's very simple. For being 6'7", with that type of height, the body that he has, he does a nice job of simplifying things. His leg kick's not too big.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit fouled up the third base line, actually into the Phillies dugout.
One of the things that he's learning through his rookie year, even though he's an incredible talent, he has yet to really learn how to make these micro adjustments when things go awry. When he loses the curveball, what's the little thing you can do during the game to fix it? He's still working on that.
1-2 pitch. Again, fouled into the Phillies dugout, in and out. So the count stays 1-2 to Harrison Bader. Batting .266 so far this year with 14 home runs. Mizorowski looks in, gets the sign. He comes set. And the pitch. That's upstairs. Bader, did he hold up? He did, said Jim Wolf down there at first. Up out of the zone.
I talk about these micro adjustments for pitchers. Taijuan Walker, 2 starts ago, had talked about how he made one right in the middle of a game with his split finger grip.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it right past Bader. 99 miles per hour. Bader, second strikeout victim of the afternoon. There's 2 outs here in the second.
And that is an elite pitch location, down and away at 102 miles an hour. Harrison's just trying to foul it off. He couldn't even do that. It's just gas.
Well, Max Kepler will be the batter now, stepping in from the left side. And the first pitch to Kepler, swing and a miss. And now the entirety of home plate is in a little bit of sunshine as the sun is coming through those side windows that you talked about. Pitcher still in the shade. Next pitch to Kepler. Misses. It's 1-1. So, it's 99 coming out of his hand, and you're dealing with some shadows at this point, too. Yeah. 1-1 strike to Kepler. And the pitch. And that one's just a little bit low for a ball. 2-1. Kepler, who had been dealing with a little bit of shoulder issue over the last couple of days, back in the lineup today. 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, foul past the first base bag, so the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs here in the top of the second, Phillies trail 3-0. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Another strikeout for Mizorowski, his third of the afternoon, and the Phillies go 1-2-3 here in the second. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. The Phillies trail it. They lead at 3-0. It'll be Durbin, Joey Ortiz, and then the top of the order for the Brewers. Taijuan Walker back out on the mound for the Phils. And he looks in, gets his sign. The first pitch to Durbin. He squares to bunt. It's over for a strike.
See, another take. Another intentional, I'm going to take a strike. It's like they have 4 or 5 leadoff hitters throughout this lineup. They're not afraid to hit deep in a count.
Wind up and the 0-1 pitch sails outside for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Caleb Durbin. Batting .257 on the year, 9 home runs, 46 runs batted in for the Brewers. The pitch, that one's outside as well. 2 cutters that he missed big with. And the count goes to 2-1. The windup at the pitch, swung on, hit in the air, left field. Marsh going back, he's looking up, and forget about it. Number 10 on the year for Caleb Durbin. He leads off the second with a solo shot, and it's 4-0 Brewers. Well, this is certainly not how you wanted to start if you're the Phils.
Nope.
Second home run of the afternoon for the Brewers. And it'll bring Joey Ortiz to the plate. He's the 9-hole hitter. And the first pitch to Ortiz over for a strike.
I think the Brewers are the way that they play offensively really is a direct reflection of their manager, Pat Murphy.
Line up in the pitch, hit on the ground right at Sosa. He's got it. And he throws across in time for the out. 1 out here in the second. It'll bring Bryce Terang back to the plate. He homered in his first at-bat to lead off the ball game.
Pat Murphy came out of the college ranks. He was back, started with Notre Dame, and went from there, ended up over at ASU, and then he got into the big leagues and started working his way up. But the mentality of taking pitches, stealing bases.
First pitch to Terang, over for a strike.
You know, fundamentals are a priority for this team, and he has not given in to that. It doesn't matter who's on his teams.
Next pitch is a little bit inside for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, so they buy in. They take, they bunt, they steal bases, they go first to third.
1-1 pitch. And it's fouled at the plate. That got a piece of both Terang and JT Realmuto. So,
you know, Pat Murphy recruited me when he was at Notre Dame, and this was 1988.
I love this story.
I'm sorry that I told it to you.
No.
Yeah.
Tell the folks. It's a great story.
Anyway, I was one of 4. He was recruiting me of one of 4 colleges there, Stanford, UW, WSU. And he called me, and he said, let's go. And I said, I've decided to go somewhere else. And he, on the telephone, people, lit me up. I couldn't believe the words coming out of his mouth at me.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Terang. The pitch outside for ball 2-2.
He's like,
you're an 18-year-old kid. Yeah.
How can you not want to come to Notre Dame? Bleep, 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 bleep. That's all. I was like, what?
2-2 pitch. Swung on. Line drive down the left field line, but slicing foul.
I mean, I was like, well, I really don't want to go there now, Coach Murphy.
Have you had conversations with him since?
I have. Yeah. And I even brought that up, and he just kind of smiled, and he goes, yeah, that was back then.
I was fiery back then.
I could totally see that, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2
balls and 2 strikes to Terang. The windup, the pitch. It's a little bit high for a ball, so the count runs full to the Brewers' leadoff hitter, who hit his second career leadoff home run earlier in this game. The next pitch swung on and fouled straight down. So count stays full, 3-2. 1 out, bottom of the second, and the Brewers already with a 4-0 lead. Three-two pitch. Swung on, hit right back up the middle, underneath the glove of Taijuan Walker and back into center field for a hit. Just under the glove, and it'll be a 1-out single for Bryce Terang. He's 2 for 2. And it'll bring Jackson Chourio to the plate. Well, Pat Murphy certainly he's still a fiery guy. He's he expects a lot, he demands a lot, but he gets a lot out of his players. First pitch to Chourio, line drive down the left field line, but foul. Oof. And he turned on that.
What are they oohing and ahhing about? It was a foul ball.
Yeah, but it was a rocket. No balls and a strike to Jackson Churio. He grounded out in his first at bat, and I was saying he only played a couple of games in August. He was hurt, but he came back, and in the couple of games he played, he went 6 for 9 in his return. Turang leads off first, then the pitch, and that's a breaking ball, and it misses a little bit outside for a ball. It's 1-1 now to Churio.
I want to say he was out with a hamstring injury. Yes, hamstring injury.
Walker checks the runner at first. He'll throw over. And getting back easily is Turang there. This team will run. They like to run and force the issue. Walker, of course, with a good move. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Swung over the top of that breaking ball. So the count goes to 1-2 on Jackson Churio.
What I should have done is figured out if I could get Pat Murphy's phone number and then call and ball him out.
Yeah.
Easily done.
Time is called now by Churio. He'll step out. Runner on first, 1 out. 1 run across here in the second. It's 4-0 Brewers. Walker comes set. Checks the runner. The pitch. Swung on. Line drive center field. On the run is Bader. Reaching up. He'll make the catch in the right center field gap, and a long throw back into first as Turang hustles back and gets back, but 2 outs. Nice play out there by Bader.
Well, on the mound today, Texas Patrick Corbin 7-9 versus Arizona Ryan Nelson 7-3. How about the Rangers? They've won 5 in a row. They're on an offensive heater right now. They've scored 50 runs and 10. That's almost like 10 runs a game. They have 13 home runs during that time. That's sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Find your wow right now. Visit nj.org.
William Contreras, the batter, he doubled his first at bat. Quick throw over to first. Turang back in time. Contreras doubled and scored a run in the first. And the pitch. And that's a little bit outside for a ball, 1-0. He was taking all the way. Walker looks in, checks over his left shoulder at the runner at first, and comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. One ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. The pitch. Fouled straight down at the plate, so the count goes to 1-2 on William Contreras, with Christian Yelich waiting on deck. Turang, a short lead off first. Harper holding him on. And the pitch. Foul back again into the net.
Contreras, Greg Contreras, and you tell me, when he stands in there with his hands really high above his head. If he was to open his front foot, he would look just like John Kruk. And not exactly, but I mean the stance would be high hands, super high, drops him in on the pitch.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. A strikeout for Taijuan Walker, his first of the afternoon, and he gets out of the second without any further trouble. But the Brewers able to put another run on the board, and as we head to the third, they lead it 4-0.
Great moments in baseball have been
Banco Pizza in Ocean City, New Jersey at 9th and the Boardwalk on Wednesday, September 3rd from 4:30 to 7:30. Special guests will include the Fanatic, Phillies ball girls, and 93 NL champs Tommy Green and Milt Thompson. Visit Phillies.com for more details.
Edmundo Sosa to lead it off for the Phils here in the top of the third inning. And the first pitch from Mizorowski is high for a ball. It's 1-0. Sosa batting .270, getting the start for Alec Boehm today over there at third base. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Tough assignment for Edmundo to face Jacob Mizorowski.
You aren't kidding.
One ball and one strike. And the kick and the pitch, swing and a miss. 97. And he blows it by Sosa, and the count goes to 1-2. And Sosa will take his timeout.
Edmundo is clearly in a squat. He's trying to get into his legs more. That was one of the adjustments he's done. Now he's even a little bit lower. I think that's smart against someone who throws so hard.
One ball, two strikes, the kick, the pitch, swung on, hit high in the air, center field, not deep. Perkins will take a couple steps back and then in a couple and make the catch for the out. First out here in the top of the third, and it'll bring Bryson Stott to the plate, the 9-hole hitter for the Phillies.
Yeah, with Edmundo, he gets into his legs, and then what you can do when a guy's throwing this hard, not everybody does it, but I think he's doing it there. You can widen out just a little bit, and that shortens your stride length. You gotta have the front foot down before you can swing. So he shortens the stride length. He gets it on the barrel.
Well, Bryson Stott steps in now from the left side, and the first pitch to Stott over for a strike. No balls and a strike to Stott. Trey Turner waits on deck. The pitch swung on and hit line drive into left center field for a base hit. Joey Ortiz diving, unable to come up with that one, and it'll be the second hit of the afternoon for the Phils as Bryson Stott, a one-out base runner down there at first. They had Stott shaded up the middle, and that one went to the right of the shortstop Joey Ortiz, just out of his reach. So that'll bring Trey Turner to the plate. He lined out to center in his first at-bat. Stott takes his lead off first. And the pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground, but right at second. Terang flips to short for one, over to first in time for the double play. So one pitch, and Trey Turner grounds into the 4-6-3 double play. And the Brewers are out of the inning here in the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. It's the Brewers 4 and the Phillies nothing.
and more, visit MLBshop.com for your Phillies gear in today's special offer.
Well, Christian Yelich is going to lead it off for the Brewers, but time has been called. Edmundo Sosa walking over towards the Phillies dugout.
Uh-oh.
I think he's having an issue with his glove.
Yeah. This glove was repaired in Cincinnati. The whole top string of his glove, all the way top, which is one long, hard string to repair, broke. And they got it all fixed. Took 4 innings for Christian down there to take care of it. It looks like that's a problem again.
Yeah, he has switched out his glove. He's now wearing a red glove. And he's ready to go. So the first pitch to Yelich is outside for a ball. It's 1-0 to Christian Yelich, who walked in his first at-bat and scored a run back in the first. Phillies have some work to do. And the next pitch to Yelich upstairs for a ball, 2-0. They trail at 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. The next pitch to Yelich, swung on and hit in the air, popped up. Shortstop Trey Turner going back out on the grass. He calls for it, makes the catch. 1 out. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Phillies.
Here at American Family Field, Greg Murphy here with you alongside Kevin Stocker, Ryan Elliott, our engineer here in the booth. And the first pitch to Jake Bauers is over for a strike. It's no balls and a strike to Bauers. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And the next pitch swung on and hit on the ground. And a diving play by Turner. He's got it. He's up. Fires across in time to get Bauers. What a play by Trey Turner. Diving to the backhand and a strong throw for the out.
Oh, man, it was such a good play in the backhand side. Trey has been just terrific this year, but really over the last 4 or 5 games, it's really been moving side to side. This one is a step and a dive and makes a good overhand throw. I love it when Trey throws overhand. It's just a different action. I'm not the only one. I think Bryce does too, to be honest with you.
Well, Blake Perkins now the batter, and he takes the first pitch a little bit outside for a ball. 1-0 to Perkins. He doubled back in the first, knocked in 2 runs. Give the Brewers a 3-0 lead at that point. That pitch is over for a strike. It's 1-1. Just RBIs 12 and 13 on the year for Perkins. The next pitch is in there for a strike. Quickly, 1 ball and 2 strikes with Taijuan Walker. He doesn't waste any time out there on the mound.
No.
Catch it and throw it. So Perkins will call his timeout, step out, slow things down a little bit. It's 2 outs here in the third, and Taijuan Walker looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon. He kicks the pitch, and that's at the knees for a called third strike. Perkins didn't like it. Alan Porter did, and that's the final out here in the third. It is a 1-2-3 inning for the Phils. We'll head to the top of the fourth. They trail it 4-0.
All right, man.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a villain.
left here in the fourth, and the first pitch is a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0. Schwarber struck out in his first at-bat back in the first, sitting on 49 home runs for the Phils. Zarowski looks in, comes set, the pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground foul. Up the first baseline past Paco Figueroa. So it's 1-1 now to Kyle Schwarber. The pitch. That's inside and low for a ball, 2-1. Zarowski from the stretch. And the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. A slider at 94. 4 straight sliders now to Kyle Schwarber.
Makes no sense. I don't understand that philosophy, but it works for him, I guess.
The count is 2-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. It worked. That one was a fastball at 100. And Schwarber swings through it. Second strikeout for Schwarber, and the first out here in the fourth.
The reason I say it doesn't make any sense is because no one has proven yet that anyone can hit the fastball. So why bring it out when you really don't have to? I mean, it's not like that. I would, keep throwing the fastball until they prove they can barrel it, and then you can start mixing in pitches they haven't seen.
Bryce Harper steps in from the left side. He singled in his first at bat, one of the 2 hits the Phils have. And the next pitch swung on, and that one's hit in the air, deep to center field. Going back on his Perkins. He's at the wall. He reaches up, and that ball is gone. Straight away center field, number 23 on the year. And Bryce Harper proves that he can hit the fastball, and he puts the Phillies on the board. It's 4-1.
There you go, Bryce. Bryce can hit the fastball. That is dead center field. And maybe that's why he's coming out and throwing sliders to the 2 and 3 hitter here for the Phils. This fastball, though, is up at the belt, inner half. Harp's looking fastball. They should all be sitting dead red fastball. Terrific swing.
All right, so the Phillies break through and get a run here in the fourth, 4-1, and JT Realmuto will be the batter. And first pitch to him, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. So ball 1 to JT Realmuto. He popped up to the shortstop in his only at bat.
Hey, so I saw we have some new players in the clubhouse.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Garrett Stubbs.
Yeah, Stubby. I didn't get a chance to say hi to him yet.
I did earlier today. Next pitch to JT, down low for a ball, 2-1. Came around when I first got down to the clubhouse today, and he was giving out some hugs and saying hello.
You were giving out?
No, he was.
Oh.
He was making the rounds.
Making your rounds, giving out hugs to all the players?
It was great to see him. He's got a lot of energy. 2-0 pitch. And that one is on the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1.
New pitcher here, Tim Meza.
Yeah, you did get an opportunity to talk to him, right?
Yeah, a little bit. He's excited to be here. He's from the area, from Philadelphia area for sure.
2-1 pitch to Realmuto is inside, maybe a little high for a ball. So 3-1 now to JT Realmuto. 1 out, top of the fourth. Brewers with a 4-1 lead. Zarowski looks in, gets his sign from Contreras. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play.
Well, JT is up here, and then I know you talked about this before. It's one of the reasons that they brought Garrett Stubbs up. There's a couple other as well, but one is there have been opportunities throughout the year where Rob Thompson has wanted to pinch hit JT or even DH him. There's been some opportunities for that because JT just does not want to take a day off. So managers are looking for creative ways. Well, one way is to have a third catcher, and now all of a sudden that leaves some of that freedom for him.
3 balls and 2 strikes to JT. The kick and the pitch. Swung on and hit into right field. Not deep. And to his left is Frelick. A couple of steps, and he'll make the catch for the out.
Now, the other part of that equation for me, and some people might not like the fact of why is he up here? It's like, look, if there was somebody at Lehigh that's just tearing it up offensively, that's a home run guy, or you need this guy, great. But there really isn't that guy. I mean, there just isn't. And to me, this makes sense. I've seen it a few times in my career, not a lot,
Brandon Marsh, the batter now, with 2 outs. And the first pitch to Marsh, and line drive into left field for a base hit. So another hit for the Phils here in the 4th, and Marsh is a 2-out base runner. Bring Harrison Bader to the plate.
Well, join us as we wrap up the regular season at Citizens Bank Park and celebrate the best fans in baseball on Fan Appreciation Day, taking place on Sunday, September 28th at 3:05 p.m. when the Twins are in town. All fans, you're going to receive a 2026 schedule magnet presented by Prego. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Bader steps in from the right side. Marsh takes his lead off first, and the first pitch to Bader swings, and he fouls that one back into the seats. 0-1 to Bader, who struck out in his first at-bat. Yeah, I don't think you put too much emphasis on this, but Garrett Stubbs is a guy, first of all, that knows everybody in that clubhouse. He's an energy guy. Final month of the season, he might bring a little bit of a spark to the clubhouse, even if he's not out on the field. Next pitch sails outside for a ball. It's 1-1. And it used to be when rosters would expand, and you could bring up 10 different guys, you'd always bring up a catcher.
Sure.
For that very reason that you explained. Now you can only bring up 2 players. But the Phils decide the catcher's the best spot for it. So.
Yep.
1 ball and 1 strike to Bader. And the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air. Right center field. On the run is Frelick, and he'll get there as that ball hung up for Frelick, and he's able to make the catch. Bader slams his helmet down at first base. And that's the final out here in the 4th. Phillies do get a run on the home run by Bryce Harper. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. They trail by 3.
It's officially summertime.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a bit of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are.
Your new 2025 RAV4 today, Toyota Let's Go Phils. Leading it off is Sal Frelick, who just made that nice play out there in right field. And the next pitch to Frelick is a little bit high for a ball. So quickly 2-0 to Frelick. It'll be Frelick, Durbin, and Ortiz, 7, 8, 9 in the Brewers lineup here in the 4th. Walker's kick and the pitch swung on, fouled straight back, coming our way and a little to our right.
Hey, don't take it personally if I smash into you to get a foul ball.
Just don't deflect it into my face. That's all I.
It'll be my shoulder in your face.
There you go. That's fine. 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. Giving chase is Sosa, but that's going to find the seats as well. So the count is now 2-2 to Sal Frelick. Frelick flew out to left field in his only at bat so far. Walker, long look in, and now time is called by Frelick. As for the first time all game, Taijuan Walker just decided to hold for a moment. Now he's ready to go. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit back up the middle. Sliding past Trey Turner and into center field. Turner went down to his knees. He was on the second base side of the bag, and it squirted through. I'm not sure he would have gotten Frelick anyway. It's a base hit. So that'll bring Caleb Durbin to the plate. He homered in his only at-bat back in the second. Runner on first. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. 4-1 Brewers. And spins and throws. Frelick able to get back. Pretty easy.
Frelick's a runner over there. He's got 18 bags on the year. Got to keep an eye on him.
Takes a short lead off first, and the first pitch to Durbin down low for a ball. Walker looks over his shoulder. Harper holding on the runner at first. The next pitch swung on, hit high and deep down the left field line, but foul.
By the way, I didn't get a chance to ask you. So yesterday, I was listening on the headset, and you had your Sunday sit-down with Weston Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
What's the big idea with the Oprah moment? Like at the end there, you had him crying.
He got emotional. You're right. Talking about his son, his 1-year-old son. As Walker looks at the runner over his shoulder, kicks, and the pitch swung on, and that one is hit in the air, center field. Bader, good jump coming across. He'll call off Kepler in the gap and make the catch for the out. One out here in the fourth.
I mean, did you go into the interview like, okay, I'm going to get him with this last question?
No, I didn't. I always ask like a couple of light questions at the end, right?
Yeah.
Kind of fun questions. And my question to him was, when you're at home, obviously, a lot of travel and the schedule's busy, but when you're at home, what's your one job when it comes to, taking care of your son, right? Because, the wives are doing most of the work, right, at that point. Quick throw over to first. Frelick gets back. And he started talking about just how much he appreciates everything his wife does and how raising his son has been, the best year of his life kind of thing. And he got emotional over it. So I just went with it after that. Next pitch, outside for a ball.
I mean, you didn't think, like, this might... Like, do you ever do that? Like, have a question kind of loaded, like, maybe?
Well, every once in a while, I guess, if there's a topic worth discussing. The 1-0 pitch, the runner's going, and into the vacant spot where Bryson Stott just left to cover the bag. Base hit into right field. Stott over to cover as the runner on the move, and what a great piece of hitting by Joey Ortiz. He hit it right where Stott was. And runners on the corners with one out.
That is the Brewers in a heartbeat right there. An absolute perfect scenario for a hit and run. Pat Murphy puts it on. And they have to because, they're like, if we can't steal bases off a tie because he's so quick to the plate, quick to pick, let's create movement. I got a guy that can hit ground balls. I can hit a high fastball. I mean, that's textbook Brewers.
Yeah. I mean,
it's good baseball.
That's good baseball.
Sure.
That's exactly what it is. Runners on the corners with one out, and the leadoff hitter, Bryce Terang, at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Homer and a single. Quick throw over as Ortiz diving back at first. So the Brewers have something going here in the fourth. They already lead it 4-1. Runners on the corners. Walker comes set, and the pitch to Terang outside for a ball, 1-0. Yeah, Terang homered in the first to lead off the game. He singled back in the second. Already his third at-bat here in the fourth inning. Walker from the stretch. Checks the runners and the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play.
I got to write some questions down for you, Murph.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out what's gonna give me my Oprah moment with you, and we'll see if I don't know what it is, but I'll get it out of you.
Good luck with that.
Talking about your dog or something.
Yeah, that's for sure. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. That's upstairs for a ball, 2-1. What do you mean we're out of wine?
That's it. That's it.
2 balls and a strike to Bryce Terang. Runners lead off the corners. And the pitch That's upstairs for a ball. 3-1 now to Terang, with the dangerous Jackson Churio waiting on deck.
Wouldn't surprise me if they send the runner here.
Walker looks in, gets his sign, the pitch, outside for a ball, not even close. And he walks Terang there to load up the bases with one out. And now Caleb Cotham's going to come out and have a conversation with Taijuan Walker, the infield making their way to the pitcher's mound as well. Big moment in this game right now. Phils can ill afford to allow a big hit here. Already trailing by 3. And the new guy, Tim Meza, the left-hander, up in the Phillies bullpen.
Didn't waste any time. He said he felt good. He's been throwing a little bit. And they asked him, what roles, do you prefer? And he says, look, I just pitch. Like, you put me wherever, and I'm going to come out there and do what I can. Yeah. He had a chance to meet with Caleb Cotham, so they go over what he throws, his stuff, how he feels.
Yeah, typical veteran kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what? Just give me the ball when you're when you want, and I'll go out there and do the best I can, kind of thing. Well, Walker will try to get through this on his own. He's got the bases loaded with one out. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Phillies trail by 3, trying to keep it right there. Jackson Churio, right-handed hitter. First pitch. And that misses a little bit high for a ball. It's 1-0. Churio's 0 for 2. He grounded out and he lined out. Walker comes set. Checks the runner at third and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Big crowd here on hand at American Family Field on a beautiful Labor Day afternoon. The shadows are complete in left and center field. The sun shining in right field now. The kick, the 1-1 pitch, hit on the ground, foul past the third base bag. So the count goes 1-2. Most of the infield now in the sun, where Turner and Sosa are playing at short and third, still a little bit in the shadows, but everything else in sun. Churio steps back in. He digs in from the right side. Walker comes set. The 1-2 pitch and a breaking ball. He lays off. Ooh, good take by Churio there. It's just a little bit low. 2-2.
Taijuan right now is using all of his pitches. I mean, other than the slider, the four seam, the other 4, curveball, split, sinker, cut, are all up over 10%.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, line drive, left field. Marsh going back. He's still going back. He's at the track. He'll make the catch. Plenty deep to score the runner from third, and the runner from second also tagging and moving up. So it's a sacrifice fly for Jackson Churio. And another run for the Brewers. They now lead it 5-1.
It's another part of their game that they're very good at, and that's sacrifice flies. They just are not a high strikeout club, so with 2 strikes, they'll shorten up, and they find ways to score guys from third and less than 2 outs.
Well, now they have runners on the corners with 2 outs. William Contreras, the batter, and JT Realmuto goes in front of the plate, calls out the defense with runners on the corners. Pretty good base running by Joey Ortiz to tag up from second and get to third on that. It's 5-1 Brewers, and the first pitch to Contreras hits it high in the air to right field, not deep. Kepler gliding over to his left. He'll make the catch for the final out. But the Brewers put another one on the board, and we're through 4 innings here in Milwaukee, and it's the Brewers 5 and the Phillies 1.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I feel fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume.
in his only at bat. Jacob Mizorowski back out on the mound for the Brewers. He looks in, gets his sign. The first pitch to Kepler, down low for a ball. It's 1-0. 5 runs, 7 hits for Milwaukee. 1 run, 4 hits for the Phillies. And the pitch. And it's grounded foul up the first baseline. 1 ball and 1 strike to Max Kepler. Kepler batting .217 against righties this year. 13 of his 14 home runs against right-handers. The 1-1 pitch. That's upstairs for a ball. 2-1. The pitch, and it's fouled straight back. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Max Kepler. Zarowski looks in, gets a sign from William Contreras. From the stretch, the kick, and that's way outside for a ball. Count runs full. 3-2 now to Max Kepler.
Mizorowski's pitch count sitting around 63 or so. I will say the Brewers are fairly guarded with his pitch count.
And the next pitch, that one's way inside, so he walks him. So a leadoff base runner for the Phils here in the 5th. As Kepler will head down to first, it'll bring Edmundo Sosa to the plate. See if the Phillies can get that run right back. Sosa flew out to center field in his only at bat back in the 3rd inning. He steps in. And the first pitch to Sosa inside for a ball, 1-0. Of course, Mizorowski, an all-star this year for the Brewers. And when that all unfolded, he was an injury replacement, late in the process, but had pitched only a handful of games in the big leagues at that point. Next pitch to Sosa, and that catches a piece on the outside corner for a strike. I don't think Sosa agreed with that, but the count is 1-1 now. At the time, a couple of Phillies position players kind of voiced their displeasure that a couple of their pitchers hadn't been selected for the All-Star game. Next pitch, way outside for a ball, 2-1. Christopher Sanchez, Ranger Suarez, both guys that certainly had the numbers to be selected. Major League Baseball, we learned after, kind of checked in with the Phils to see if they would switch up their rotation. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Because they wanted Christopher, if he was going to be in the All-Star game, they wanted him to be able to pitch. He wasn't going to be able to do that because he was pitching on the last day of the first half of the season. So, but a couple of strong comments out of the Phillies clubhouse the night they heard about the selection. Not directed towards Mizorowski himself, but more the process of, selecting all-stars and what it should be about and maybe what it was in this instance about.
Yep.
I'm sure Jacob Mizorowski remembers a
yeah.
little bit of that. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Checks the runner at first. And the pitch. Swung on, line drive in left field. That's a base hit. So the Phillies get their first 2 runners aboard here in the 5th inning. As Edmundo Sosa turns on that. Gets his first hit of the afternoon. It'll bring Bryson Stott to the plate. He's singled in his only at-bat.
Well, that'll bring a visit out here from the Brewers pitching coach just to kind of slow things down, probably see how he feels. I was thinking about the Garrett Stubbs. We were talking about Garrett and Tim Mason. And I was talking about there just isn't that guy tearing it up. And to be clear, you could think about a guy like a Justin Crawford, young kid, that sort of thing.
Yep.
But it's been made very clear when Harrison Bader was brought to this team that at that point, they really wanted Crawford to play every day. If he was to come up here, he would sit. It would be a platoon. He wouldn't be an everyday guy, and that is not what they want from their young talent.
No. And the reason he would be a platoon guy is because the Phillies are looking to win a division. They're looking to win a pennant. They've got guys that have been there and have done it at the highest level. And, Justin Crawford is, by all accounts, going to be a pretty terrific player.
Sure.
But, it's a lot to ask for a young man to come up in the heat of things and to be kind of thrust into that role. So, runners lead off first and second. Bryson Stott, left-handed hitter, facing the right-hander Mizorowski in the first pitch. Way outside for a ball. It's 1-0. All of a sudden, Mizorowski's having a little bit of hard time finding the plate. Mizorowski from the stretch. He checks the runner at second. He kicks and the pitch. And that one on the outside corner for a strike.
The other part of that, Justin Crawford, is he's having a really good offensive year at AAA, as was Otto Kemp when he came up and really struggled up here. But Justin's really been working on some defensive things that he's needed to work on. He's learning a lot of, at that level defensively.
1 strike to Bryson Stott. The pitch. Swung on. Hit on the ground to second. Turang has it. He'll throw to second for one. Over to first. Not in time. What a stop by the first baseman, Bowers, right there to keep that one from going by him. It was a low throw. Sosa out at second, but the Phillies are looking at it, and they will not challenge it. So runners on the corners now with one out. Pretty good play right there by Turang at second.
Well, was that Turang or Ortiz?
Well,
you're talking about the feed.
On the ground ball, yeah.
All the way around. It's a terrific play. The turn at second base was so fast. That's what they were looking at. I got to tell you, from the naked eye, I didn't even think that he touched the base, but he did. Remarkable.
Well, Trey Turner now, the batter with runners on the corner. And the first pitch to Turner. He hits that one into right field, slicing towards the line, but it's going to fall in for a hit. Extra bases. One run will score. Here comes Bryson Stott. He's being waved around. He will score. And it's a triple for Trey Turner. And that puts the Phillies right back in this ball game. It's 5-3.
Terrific hitting here by Trey Turner. Really by everybody as far as just the entire inning so far. You go back to Stott here, he hits the ground ball. The hustle and speed from him to get to first base just to allow Trey to get up there is huge. And then you take advantage of that. Well done. And you get the speed on first base with Stott.
Yeah, and a really good read by Stott to get all the way, get all the way around and score on that as well. And that is going to be it for the young right-hander as Pat Murphy has come out and taken the baseball from his starter. So the Phillies with a runner on third and 2 runs across in the inning. We have a pitching change here at American Family Field. We'll get you the details on the...
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Ashby is the new pitcher here for the Milwaukee Brewers, the left-hander, appearing in his 32nd game of the year. 3-1 with a 2.31 ERA. He will come in to face Kyle Schwarber with a runner on third and one out here in the fifth. Schwarber struck out twice against Mizorowski, but Pat Murphy electing to go to the lefty-on-lefty matchup here with one out. So the first pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. Phillies looking to pull to within one. As Trey Turner 90 feet away. Ashby looks in, he kicks the pitch, and that one's outside for a ball. It's 1-1.
Once again, Kyle has an opportunity with a runner on third, less than 2 outs, and he had this against the Braves a couple times and just couldn't get the job done.
1-1 pitch, swung on, hit on the ground, foul. And that makes the count 1-2 now with one out. Bryce Harper waits on deck. Once again, shadows now over home plate, and that entire area, the pitcher in bright sunshine. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schwarber. And the pitch. Swung on, line, foul down the left field line. Out of play. Count stays 1-2.
He's got 5 pitches. Now, to lefties, he's only going to throw 4. He's got a pretty good sinker at 97, 98, right over the top, and a curveball, and, of course, his slider.
Ashby comes set, glove at the belt. He kicks in the pitch. That's down in the dirt, and check swing, no swing. So that's third base umpire Alex McKay. So the count goes to 2-2. Ashby in his 4th season with Milwaukee. Debuted back in 2021. He looks in, he comes set, he's ready to go. Then pitch, breaking ball, and just missed.
Wow, what a take. I don't think Kyle saw that ball. I think he was just praying it was below the zone.
And apparently it was, but not by much.
Close, yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third is Trey Turner. The pitch. And that one is over for a called third strike. I think you're right. I think he's having trouble seeing it.
No doubt.
That one was right down the middle. He takes it for a strike. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Kyle Schwarber, and that's 2 outs. It'll bring Bryce Harper to the plate. Harper 2 for 2 today. He has singled and he has homered. Homered back in the 4th to get the Phillies on the board. It's 5-3 with a runner at third and 2 outs. And the first pitch to Harper, it's in the dirt. Nice stop by Contreras. Take a wild pitch. That'll be all right.
It'd be perfect. It'd be tough with Contreras back there. He's very good at blocking balls. But I'm with you.
Harper digs back in from the left side. Ready to go. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground to the shortstop, Ortiz. To his right, he has it. Strong throw over to first in time for the out. So that'll do it for the Phillies here in the 5th, but they do score 2. And as we head to the bottom of the inning, it's the Brewers 5 and the Phillies 3.
Philadelphia Insurance Companies hits it out of the park with their Runs for Charity program. Philadelphia Insurance has donated over $225,000 to charities through the campaign since 2019. Every time the Phillies score a run, Philadelphia Insurance Companies will donate $100 to local nonprofit organizations. You can step up to the plate and nominate your favorite nonprofit at phly.com/Phillies. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, the MVP of insurance for nonprofits and over 100 other specialized industries.
Hurt in an accident?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt at work?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt on the road?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt by a doctor?
Call Mongaluzzi. I'm Bob Mongaluzzi.
They hurt you, and it's time to fight back. Get justice with Salt's Mongaluzzi Bendesky.
Call our team at 267-662-1200
for a free consultation. That's 267-662-1200. Or visit smbb.com.
Hey Philly, did you know natural gas is the most reliable and efficient way to heat our homes, cook our food, and dry our clothes affordably? And with PGW, the benefits of natural gas keep on coming. PGW has programs and offers that can make life easier no matter where in Philly you live.
1,000 fans to purchase tickets through the Theme Nights page receive an exclusive Hello Kitty Sherpa bag. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com/Theme Nights.
Sounded very natural coming out.
I appreciate
No doubt.
that.
Tim Meza, the new pitcher for the Phils, the left-hander, claimed off waivers from Pittsburgh yesterday, reported to the team today, and he'll face Christian Yelich to get his Phillies career started. First pitch, over for a strike. His last Major League appearance was back on April the 18th. He went 1 2/3 inning, and then he went on the injured list with a left shoulder lat muscle strain. Next pitch, and it's hit on the ground to the third baseman Sosa. He's got it, and over to first in time. He broke the bat of Christian Yelich there, and he gets the first out in a Phillies uniform.
Yeah, from the left side, it's a sinker, slider, four-seamer. He's got some filth. What I mean by that is he's what I would call kind of a funky lefty. He's got a lot of weird movement to him. Quick release. The ball has some movement. You can see that right there. The ball's running in on Yelich. Just snaps that bat.
So now Jake Bauers will step in. He's 0 for 2 today. And the first pitch to the left-handed hitter is over for a strike from Meza. He's a veteran of 8 years in the big leagues. Played for Toronto, played for the Yankees, and, of course, for Pittsburgh. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly to Jake Bauers. A native of Allentown, Pennsylvania. You mentioned he grew up a Phillies fan. He went to Upper Perkiomen High School. Next pitch, just missed. A little bit outside for a ball. It's 1-2 now to Jake Bauers. So pretty cool moment for him to get a chance to be out on the big league mound, and Phillies really hope that he can help them down the stretch. The next pitch, that one's down low in the dirt. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bauers. Brewers with a 5-3 lead, but the Phillies have scored in the 4th and the 5th to close the gap in this one. The pitch, that's down low for a ball. 3-2. Meza kind of throws his hands out to the side. So he'd gotten ahead of Bauers 0-2. Now the count is full. He looks in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. A strikeout for Meza, his first in a Phillies uniform, and 2 outs here in the 5th.
This is what you like to see, kind of a first look from Meza, is you want him to be tough on left-handers. I mean, that's what you want. You want it to be that's kind of where he's going to sit. That's going to be his specialty for the most part, as much as they can.
Well, it'll bring Blake Perkins to the plate. He's a switch hitter, so he'll hit right-handed against Meza. And the first pitch is inside and low. Perkins kind of dances out of the way of that one.
I was listening to the guys ask questions to him today. It was a very well-spoken young man, and one of the questions was, who was your favorite player being a Phillies fan? And I was like, come on, baby. Come on.
Shortstop.
No, totally the wrong decade. He's like, Cole Hamels.
Well, left-handed pitcher. That makes a little makes sense.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch, and that one is over for a strike at the knees. It's 1-1. Don't worry. You're the answer to that question for lots of people.
Yeah. It's okay. I got a lot of comments on the Brian Piccolo football jersey last night, but none of them from the players. He's too old.
1-1 pitch, and that one is over for a strike as well, 1-2. Yeah, it was the football jersey trip. Everyone wearing a football jersey on the airplane last night, and you were rocking the Brian Piccolo. Yeah, Chicago Bears.
Few people knew right away when they saw the number.
I loved it. 1-2 pitch, and that one's a little bit low, 2-2. There were a lot of great jerseys being worn last night. That was
your favorite? Waterboy?
Yeah, I think Boucher, Ryan Kirker. 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit on the ground to second. Stott, a couple steps to his left, takes it on a couple of hops over to first in time for the out. 1-2-3. Go the Brewers here in the 5th. Nice job by Meza in his Phillies debut. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Phillies trail by 2.
Hey, Phillies!
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Crimpet, or the mouth-watering candy cake. No matter where you are, choose what feels right and enjoy. You've earned it, and you know you deserve it. Tasty cake, accept no substitutes.
Hey Phillies fans, warm up for the game with expert analysis and unfiltered opinion on Phillies Pregame Live.
It is gone!
Then, after the final out, hear from players fresh off the field with Phillies Postgame Live, only on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Well, your Citizen Stats leader. How about this line for starting pitcher? 3 hits, 0 runs, 10 strikeouts. Pretty good, right? Well, that's Justin Verlander getting his 3rd win yesterday. The interesting part is that line was over only 5 innings. He needed 121 pitches to get there. At 42 years, 192 days old, becomes the oldest pitcher to fan 10 since Randy Johnson in 2008, who was 44. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Pretty remarkable indeed, as Justin Verlander still getting the job done.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit differently than he used to, but he's still getting it done. Nick Mears is the new pitcher, right-hander, facing JT Realmuto on the first pitch to Realmuto at the knees for a strike. It doesn't get any easier once you get Mizorowski out of the game. Ashby comes in, gets the job done. Now Nick Mears, great numbers so far this year. 59th appearance already this season. Swing and a miss as JT swings through that. Mears has faced 58 batters. He's retired 47 of them. Opponents hitting just 200. The 0-2 pitch, outside and low for a ball. Those are first batters in the inning, I should say. 47 out of the 58.
Okay.
Which JT is. 1 ball and 2 strikes to JT. And the pitch. And that's upstairs for a ball, 2-2. Doesn't walk a whole lot of people. And that's part of the secret to his success. Phillies trail it by 2. It's 5-3 here in the top of the 6th. And into the Brewers bullpen. The next pitch, swung on, hit high, pop-up, in foul territory, giving chase. And over by the dugout is the first baseman Bowers, but he's out of room. And that one hits the top of the dugout. So JT stays alive. He'll come back with the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, the pitching staff for the Brewers is one of the best in baseball. They're second best, actually, as far as ERA overall. Most of that from the starters. The bullpen, though, is not too shabby. They sit right in that, 10th, 11th place as far as ERA goes as a bullpen overall.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Realmuto. The pitch. And it hit him.
Right.
It hit him on the hip. And JT is headed down to first. Looks like he's okay, so Phillies do get the leadoff runner aboard on Mears. That'll bring the tying run to the plate and Brandon Marsh.
Throws a 4-seamer, slider, and curveball. 3 pitches. Really, it's going to be 4-seam slider from the right side with some cheese. 96, 97 miles an hour.
Well, Marsh is 1 for 2 today, and he'll face the right-hander here. The next first pitch to Marsh, swung on, line drive into right field. It's going to fall in for a hit. JT read it perfectly. He's going to round second and over to third. And the Phillies have their first 2 runners aboard here in the 6th with runners on the corners. Nice piece of hitting right there by Brandon Marsh.
Boy, Brandon, again, trying to hit out of the shadows. It's not easy. This one's not hit hard, but it's effective. We call that the over-under game. Over the infield, under the outfield. Pete Rose made a living at that.
Whatever works. Well, Harrison Bader now the batter. 0 for 2 today. Runners on the corners. And the first pitch to Bader. Swung on. Line drive. Left field. Going back on it is Churio. He's at the track. He's not going to get it. It's over his head. JT will score. They're going to hold Marsh at third. And Harrison Bader cruises into second with an RBI double. And the Phillies are within one. It's 5-4.
Okay, there we go. Got a little rally going.
That got over Churio's head in a hurry. He played it well off the wall out there and left, able to keep Marsh right where he is. Marsh could only go about halfway until he knew it was over his head. But with nobody out, runners at second and third, Philly's got something going here. And that's going to prompt a visit from the pitching coach. Chris Hook on his way out to talk to his right-hander.
This is what you like to see, though, in regards to when you have a pitcher, you're facing a pitcher like a Mizorowski who's just kind of dominating with the fastball. You know that eventually, as a young kid, at least he has been, kind of having that trouble inning, and they don't let him go too deep. So you try as best you can as a hitter. You don't get frustrated, but you work the pitch count to get the starter out, to get to the bullpen. That's the idea. Once you get to the bullpen, then you try to take advantage.
Well, the Phillies have scored in the last 3 innings. You talk about splitting the game into threes. And if you do that, they lost the first 3 4-0, but they are leading, 4-1 in the second 3. They look to tie it up here. 5-4. Phillies trail by 1. Runners at second and third. First pitch to Max Kepler. Inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Kepler, he walked and scored back in the 5th. He also struck out. 0 for 1 today. Next pitch to Kepler, and that's in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Infield defense here, they're not quite at true double play depth, so they're going to play what we typically would call a 4 position or a 3 position. So second base is back 4 or 5 steps.
1-1 pitch, swung on, hit in the air to center field. Perkins is going to get it, but it's going to be plenty deep to score the tying run. Marsh tagging from third. The throw's going to go into third. Bader tags. He moves to third. Marsh scores. And we've got ourselves a brand new ball game. We're all tied up at 5. Nice job by Max Kepler with the sacrifice fly.
Some good fundamental baseball. And I'm not just talking about the fly ball. That's fun. I'm talking about the base running that was done right there. Harrison Bader understanding the position, tags from second base. Manufacture that run.
Absolutely. Now the Phillies with an opportunity. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. And Edmundo Sosa at the plate. First pitch to him, inside for a ball. No swing, says the first base umpire, Jim Wolf. Brewers bring the infield in to try and cut off the go-ahead run. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
I would think with Harrison Bader, when his speed on third, Dusty would have him going on contact. Probably going to be dead to rights if it's hit hard right at somebody, but that's okay. Get yourself into a rundown and see if Edmundo can get to second base.
1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground up the first base line, but foul. Cue shot. That one past the first base bag, but foul. So the count 1-2 now to Edmundo Sosa. He's going to have to battle here. Bryson Stott waits on deck. Tie ball game, 5-5. Harrison Bader over there at third. Infield in for the Brewers. 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Nice play by Contreras to stop that. It's 2-2. Sosa 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the 5th. Mears comes set. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field. Frelick is behind it. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third is Bader. Here comes the throw. The throw is wide. He is safe, and the Phillies take the lead. A sacrifice fly from Edmundo Sosa. Bader slides across, and it's 6-5. Nice job by the Phils here.
How about that? They have 2 sacrifice flies in the same inning back-to-back. I love that stuff, man. And you're kind of killing the other team with their own style of play.
That's right.
I love it.
Well, that'll bring Bryson Stott to the plate. Nobody on and 2 outs. And the first pitch to Stott is over for a strike. Stott, 1 for 2 today. He's been on base twice, safe on a fielder's choice back in the 5th, and he scored a run. And the next pitch is swung on, pops straight up on the infield. Third baseman Durbin fighting the sun a little bit, but he's got a beat on it. He'll make the catch for the final out. But not before the Phillies put 3 more on the board. And with that, they take the lead here in the top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. It's the Phillies 6 and the Brewers 5.
It's a tight one here at Philly, bottom of the 9th.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
On Friday, September 12th at 6:45 when the Royals visit Philly and the Phils City Connect jerseys return. Join the fun and order tickets now at Phillies.com.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball, 94 WIP.
Well, your Chick-fil-A nugget of the game. September 1st, 2014, left-handed pitcher Cole Hamels, left-handed pitcher Jake Dietman. I'm just going to give you Ken Giles and Jonathan Papelbon. All of them throw the first combined no-hitter in franchise history. A 7-0 win over the Atlanta Braves at Turner Field. Carlos Ruiz catches his 3rd no-hitter, a Phillies record. Also, September 1st, my brother was born. It's his birthday
There you
today.
go.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday, Steve. And I remember that combined no-hitter. I remember it very well.
You don't remember my brother's?
I don't remember the birth of your brother, but I do remember that combined no-hitter. Daniel Robert is the new pitcher for the Phils, and he's facing Sal Frelick. His first pitch to Frelick on the outside corner for a strike. Phillies with their first lead of the ball game now, 6-5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the order for the Brewers. And the next pitch is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-1. Robert looks in, has his sign from JT, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. On the cutter there, and Frelick swings over the top of that. It's 1-2 strikes to Sal Frelick. He's 1 for 2 today. He's scored a run. And the pitch, upstairs, 2-2. Daniel Robert last pitched on Thursday night against the Braves. Next pitch to Frelick, swung on and fouled out of play. Threw 34 pitches in 2 innings, allowed a couple of hits and a strikeout. This is his 15th appearance so far this year for the Phils. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. Hit on the ground to first base. Harper on 2 hops. He has it. He'll take it to the bag himself. And 1 out, 3 unassisted. And we'll pause 10 seconds so stations can identify themselves here on the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey sports station.
We're here at American Family Field. It's a 6-5 lead for the Phils. Greg Murphy here with you alongside Kevin Stocker. Ryan Elliott, our engineer here in the booth. Justin Morgenstein back in Philly. Caleb Durbin to face Daniel Robert here. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Robert, who works quickly from the stretch. The next pitch also outside for a ball. 2-0 to Caleb Durbin. Durbin homered in his first at-bat. He's also flown out to center field. .2-0 pitch. That's over for a strike. It's 2-1. Phillies fell behind 4-0 after 2 innings in this one, but they have fought back with 1 run in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 3 in the 6th. The pitch. That's upstairs for a ball. 3 balls and a strike now to Caleb Durbin. Certainly don't want to walk him. Joey Ortiz waits on deck for the Brewers. 3-1 pitch. That's over for a strike. It's 3-2.
So that looks to me like Alvarado is warming up in the Phillies bullpen. So I would think that he would be an option, certainly if the lineup turns over to Turang at the top.
3-2 pitch, and that one's high for a ball, and he walks him. So Durbin is a 1-out base runner here in the 6th, and it'll bring the 9-hole hitter, Joey Ortiz, to the plate, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon.
It's one thing that can get Robert in trouble, and we've talked about this a lot. It's just been walks in his command. But the more he pitches, typically, the better he's going to get at that. I think he's got a little bit more confidence. A good situation for him to come in here, see if he can get a double play at the lower end of this lineup.
First pitch to Ortiz is over for a strike. It's 0-1. So Caleb Durbin leads off first with 1 out. And Robert to the plate. And that one is fouled out of play. So quickly 0-2 now to Joey Ortiz.
So you talk about sun. We've been talking about the sunshine all day. So the left side of this infield, Trey Turner, Edmundo Sosa, who just backed up, they're going to have to fight that sun on line drives right now. I think it's okay if it gets up into the air. It's just line drives.
No balls and 2 strikes to Ortiz. The pitch, that's outside, 1-2. Yeah, well, we saw the final out of the top half of the inning when Bryson Stott popped out to the third baseman. He was fighting it a little bit.
Yep.
It was Durbin. But Robert checks first and to the plate. And that one is hit in the air, slicing down the right field line. Kepler with a good jump. He makes the catch down by the right field foul line, and scampering back to first will be Caleb Durbin. 2 outs.
I got to tell you, so the more that I see Kepler, as Rob Thompson's going to come out and go to his pen, the more I see Kepler out in right field, man, you tell me, the jumps he gets are just a lot more natural for him.
Well, I mean, that's where he spent most of his career, right? So, yeah, he certainly looks like he's comfortable out there in right, and he covers a lot of ground out there. Well, Rob Thompson has made his way out to the mound. He's having...
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy!
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And athletic training services to the Phillies, NovaCare's physical therapist can help you get back to the things you love. Life keeps moving after all, so should you. To schedule an appointment at one of their more than 150 locations, visit NovaCare.com. The Phillies trust NovaCare, so can you. NovaCare, the power of physical therapy.
Pitching change here in Milwaukee. The pitching change brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Phillies ground crew. And it's Jose Alvarado coming into this game, his 25th appearance of the year. Actually, his 26th appearance now of the year. And he is going to face Bryce Turang, the top of the order here with 2 outs. Lefty on lefty. Runner at first. And the first pitch to Turang is way outside. It's going to go all the way to the backstop. One hops past JT Realmuto, and that will allow Durbin to go down to second. It's a wild pitch. And that'll put a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Not the way you wanted to start if you're Alvarado.
No.
Turang has been on base all 3 times today. 2 for 2 with a walk. And the next pitch, that's way upstairs for a ball. It's 2-0. After Turang, it's Jackson Chourio and William Contreras, both right-handed hitters. Alvarado comes set, and he kicks in the pitch, and that one's over for a strike. 2-1. So Philly's really hoping that Alvarado can get Turang out here. 2 outs in the 6th. And the pitch. Fouled straight back.
Jammed him.
Yeah, that was on the inside corner perhaps, but Turang fouls it straight back. So now the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runner on second. Phillies with a 1-run lead here in the 6th. Alvy looks in. He has this sign from JT Realmuto. Glove at the belt. He kicks. The pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. And we'll do it again. Count stays 2-2.
Now you start looking ahead a little bit here on how can you get to Duran in the 9th.
Yeah.
I think Strom is good to go out there.
2-2 pitch. Outside. 3-2 now to Turang with Chourio waiting on deck.
I think Kerkering might have some bullets left.
Okay. Well, that would probably be the path if they're all available, right?
I would think so. I don't think Alvy would go in the next inning.
The 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled out of play. Spoiled a good pitch there. And the count stays full. No, I don't think so either. He faces the lefty here, and hopefully he gets him, and then they'll start the 7th with a couple of righties. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch, fouled again over the Phillies dugout down the third baseline here at American Family Field. And he is staying alive is Bryce Turang. He homered in the 1st, he singled in the 2nd, and he walked in the 4th. Been a tough out for the Phillies today. 3 balls. 2 strikes. The pitch, the runner on the move, and fouled again. Out of play.
Running from second base to third base, there are certain times it makes sense, but in this case, I don't quite understand why Durbin would be. He's jumping around trying to get the jump, and then he finally goes. You have a guy battling for his life. It becomes a distraction.
Count is full. 3-2 pitch, and hit off the foot of Turang and foul up the first baseline. So once again, we'll do it again. 10 pitches already in this at bat. Next one will be number 11.
Come on, Alvy. This would be a big strikeout for him, or just a big out in general.
Sure would. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Alvy checks the runner at second. And the pitch. That's down low, and he walks him. Well, give Turang credit because he spoiled a couple of good pitches, and then he lays off that one, and he's aboard. So runners at first and now third as the runner stole third on that. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs, and Caleb Cotham going to come out and have a conversation with Jose Alvarado.
I think this is a good conversation. Part of it, I think, will be how they want to defend first and third situation. I would think he would probably take off running at some point, Terang. They have a couple of good guys in the corners. That makes it easy. I shouldn't say easy, but that make them good runners to do a first and third situation where you steal home. The Phillies like to do that. Just make sure everybody's on the same page.
Well, Jackson Chourio, who's, as we know, a pretty dynamic player, just coming off of the injured list. He was 6 for 9 coming into today's game, but 0 for 2 today with a sac fly back in the fourth. He's got runners on the corners with 2 outs, facing Jose Alvarado. William Contreras waits on deck, so it's not like you can be too careful with Chourio, right?
That's correct.
And we're ready to go. Runners on the corners, they take their short leads. And Alvy comes set. And the first pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0. Chourio with the longest on-base streak in baseball currently, 24 games. He has yet to get on base here today. One-0 pitch. Fouled out of play. It's 1-1. Phillies lead it 6-5 with 2 outs here in the 6th. Runners take their leads at the corners. A 1-1 pitch. And it's at the knees for a strike. Chourio didn't like it. He bent out of the way. He thought it was inside. It looked like a pretty good pitch.
Sure did.
So he'll take his time out. Yeah, we're getting another look. That was
That's
strike.
close.
It's on the corner.
Close,
or it's on the edge, I should say. He'll take his time out and walk around, walk off his frustration. The count is in Alvarado's favor. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Terang off first. Durbin off third. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, inside for a ball. Oh, my.
It was almost the exact same spot.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have rung him.
I thought he was going to for a second. Instead, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one was a little bit outside. Or inside. That was a good call. So the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. 2 runners on. The pitch. That's upstairs. 3-2 now to Chourio.
You don't want to walk him, but at the same time, you have to make a quality pitch. Don't just throw one down the middle here. Chourio will kill you.
Crowd coming alive here at American Family Field. Full count. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, right at Bryce's stop, but he bobbles it, and a run is going to score safe at first. Bryson Stott, sure-handed as they come at second base. And he just booted it. And a run will score, and this game is tied.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That happens. A little distraction from the runner running in front of the baseball, just enough to have Bryson hesitate on whether to sit back or to come get it. So therefore, whenever you hesitate like that, he ended up with a short hop, and the ball just absolutely ate him up.
Well, that'll be an error on Bryson Stott to allow the runner to score. So we're all tied up at 6. Tough one for the Phils, and it'll bring William Contreras to the plate. Well, you just don't see that from Stott very often.
No. Just got to shake it off.
So runners at first and second now, 2 outs, and the first pitch to Contreras inside for a ball. Alvarado looks in. We'll check the runner at second. 1-0 pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 2-0. Left-handed hitting Christian Yelich waits on deck, but two balls, no strikes. The pitch swung on, fouled up the third base line. So 2-1 now to Contreras. Contreras doubled back in the first and struck out and it's flown out as well. 1 for 3. Two balls and one strike to Contreras. Runners on first and second. Short leads. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Right center field. Calling it is Harrison Bader to his left, and he'll make the catch for the final out. So Alvarado able to get out of the inning without any further damage. An unearned run ties up this ball game here in the 6th. We'll head to the 7th. We're all tied up at 6.
Let's see if we can figure out the following base.
Got a couple of runs in the 6th, but it's still tight. 6-6, top of the 7th. PGW fueling the future.
Top of the order for the Phils. Trey Turner facing Jared Koenig, the new pitcher, left-hander for the Brewers. First pitch over for a strike. Turner tripled in his last at-bat, knocking in 2 runs, getting the Phillies back into this ball game. We're all tied up at 6th. And the next pitch from Koenig way outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Next pitch to Turner, hit on the ground to the left side. Sliding on the ground is Ortiz, but he won't have a play over there at first. It'll be a base hit for Trey Turner. Nice stop by Ortiz just to keep it in the infield, but with Turner's speed, that's an infield single. And a leadoff base runner here in the 7th.
You know, I want to go back to that last half inning and Jose Alvarado just real quick. He didn't get the defense, but I have to talk just what a really good job by Alvy. He got to full count, needed to make a couple of good pitches, and he did. And I think that's huge after giving up the big home run in yesterday's game. So a big confidence boost.
Absolutely. Well, Turner will lead off first, and it's Kyle Schwarber at the plate. And the first pitch to Schwarber outside for a ball. 1-0. Been a tough afternoon so far for Kyle. 3 strikeouts. But that could all change with one swing of the bat. Turner leads off first. Nobody out. Koenig comes set. And the pitch. And that's at the knees for a strike. Koenig looks in. He has his sign from Contreras. Turner, big lead off first. And the pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center field, but not deep. Perkins, a couple steps to his right. He'll make the catch. And that's the first out here in the 7th. So that'll bring Bryce Harper to the plate. Harper got the Phillies on the board first with this home run. 23rd of the year. Koenig in his 3rd season with Milwaukee. And he'll check the runner, throw over uncompetitively over there to first. Turner gets back easily. Turner takes his lead off first. The left-hander comes set, glove at the belt. And the first pitch to Harper swung on and fouled out of play on the third base line. Harper 2 for 3 today. He homered. He also singled back in the first. Grounded out back in the 5th. Pretty good lead for Turner at first. And the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-2 now to Bryce Harper.
Throws a sinker and a cutter, so it creates this separations to a lefty. He's got some speed, 96 on the fastball.
No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot about that. He has a really good curveball to left-handers.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yep.
We got Harper chasing on that, so that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring JT Realmuto to the plate. Realmuto got the big 6th inning started. He was hit by a pitch, ended up coming around to score a run. He steps to the plate now against the left-hander. 2 outs, runner at first. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. The next pitch to JT. That's also in there for a strike. Pretty good sinker right there, and it's quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. Koenig making his 63rd appearance so far for Milwaukee this year. Next pitch, that's upstairs for a ball.
Looks like it will be Matt Strom coming in for Alvey.
JT Realmuto down in the count, 1-2. Turner takes a lead off first. And the pitch. That one's down low for a ball, 2-2.
Tough guy to steal on. Much as I want Trey to run like everybody else, pretty quick to the plate for a lefty.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Turner. Pretty good lead off first. The pitch. That's fouled straight down at the plate, so the count stays 2-2. "55 innings of work so far this year for Koenig. That's 53 strikeouts, just 19 walks. Turner has his lead at first. Koenig comes set. And there goes the runner, and the pitch is in the dirt, and Contreras loses the handle, so unable to even make a throw, but I think Turner had that stolen no problem. So he'll move up to second now, and the count runs full to JT Realmuto. Base hit here could put the Phillies ahead. Turner leads off second now. Koenig checks the runner at second and to the plate, and that's a called third strike as he got JT Realmuto looking at that one, and that will end the inning. Phillies leave a runner in scoring position in the top of the seventh. To go to the bottom half of the inning, we're still all tied up at 6 here in Milwaukee. Juan Soto hit his 36th home run of the year. So they're winners today, 10-8 the final. 1-2 pitch. That's inside and high for a ball. The Braves, they left Philadelphia last night late. They had some mechanical issues with their airplane coming out of Philadelphia. Yeah, that's right. It was the pilot that got sick.
Yeah.
So they got into Chicago pretty late, but they have a lead right now, 6-4. Next pitch to Yelich. Trying inside for a ball. Now the count runs full.
Even the pilot's sick of how the Braves are playing. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
That was not, but it was funny.
Sorry.
So we'll take it. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Yelich. Strom kicked the pitch, swung on and fouled out of play. Spoiled a pretty good pitch on the outside corner there. So the count stays full, 3-2. That game in Chicago is in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Cubs with a runner on. Tying run at the plate. 3-2 pitch here, swung on and popped up, foul over the Phillies dugout into the seats. So we'll do it again as the count stays full to Christian Yelich. Three-two pitch, swung on and fouled again.
Not sure how he touched that ball.
Yeah, really.
Fastball in the inner half, and he was not looking inside, but totally a protection swing and hit that thing just above his hands on the bat.
So pretty good battle here between Strom and Yelich. Well, Strom rocks, comes set, 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Took something off of that one, and Yelich fooled, and he is a strikeout victim. First out here in the 7th. So that will bring up a pinch hitter for Jake Bauers. It is Andrew Vaughn. Right-handed hitter to face Strom in this situation. Vaughn is their everyday first baseman right now. Reese Hoskins dealing with some injuries. He's down on a rehab assignment in AAA, but Vaughn has done an outstanding job in his replacement and batting .287, 9 home runs, 40 RBIs. Came over from Chicago in July, the White Sox. First pitch to Vaughn is a little bit high for a ball, 1-0. He's played in 45 games for the Brewers and has really done a nice job. Slumping of late, so he's getting the part of the day off today, but big spot here for Andrew Vaughn. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Switch hitter Blake Perkins waits on deck. Strom looks in. Comes set. Couple of rocks, the pitch, and that's fouled back.
Change of scenery getting out of Chicago for Andrew Vaughn, who was a big #1 pick for the White Sox. It really paid off for him. Plus, he's back with Pat Murphy. I say back with. Murphy was in the Pac, well, it was Pac-12 back then, and Vaughn himself is from Cal. They've seen each other a lot.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Nice pitch right there for Matt Strom, and he gets Andrew Vaughn to swing over top of it. Second strikeout of the inning, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And that will bring Blake Perkins to the plate. 1 for 3 today, doubled back in the first, couple of RBIs. He's also struck out and grounded out. Switch hitter will bat from the right side against Matt Strom. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball at 92. The 0-1 pitch, down low, it's 1-1.
Blake Perkins, one of the more patient hitters in all of baseball. Believe it or not, the fact that he swung at that first pitch, to me, is kind of amazing. He's like 14th or 15th lowest first pitch swing rate. I know it's a weird stat, but he just usually always has strikes or balls on him.
1-1 pitch. That one's inside and low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to Blake Perkins.
Takes me back to the beginning of the year when Bryson Stott was hitting kind of at the top of the lineup, and he was kind of running high in that stat. taking a lot of first pitch strikes.
2-1 pitch. And just missed outside. So the count now 3-1 to Blake Perkins. Left-handed hitter Sal Frelick waits on deck.
How many different gloves do you think Matt Strom has?
He's got a bunch.
Is that blue today?
That's
blue? Dark blue.
It's either blue or purple.
Yes, definitely blue.
3-1 pitch. And that catches a piece of the outside corner for a strike. It's 3-2.
But I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, everybody else has different colored cleats. He just likes to do it with gloves.
He does.
He's got at least 4.
He's a Victus glove guy. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Strom comes set. He kicks. The pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. So we'll do it again.
Got into the press box down here to our right. Yep. Looks like it hit somebody's computer.
Oh, nice.
It's like it's still working.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Perkins. The pitch. Inside for a ball, and he walks him. So Perkins is a 2-out base runner. And that will bring Sal Frelick to the plate. Frelick, who singled and scored back in the 4th, it's also grounded out and flown out. And the first pitch to the left-handed hitter, line drive in the left field. Giving chase is Marsh, and it checks up and in for a hit. So a 2-out single there for Sal Frelick. And runners at first and second now. And it'll bring Caleb Durbin to the plate. So we got the first 2 batters on strikes, and now a walk and a base hit. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Durbin, who homered back in the 2nd, has also walked and scored in the 6th. Right-handed hitter facing Matt Strom. Runners at first and second. 2 outs in a tie ball game. The pitch swung on. Hit high in the air, left field. Marsh fighting the sun, drifting back, and he'll make the catch for the final out. He was fighting the sun a bit there for a minute, but able to make the catch for the final out. So Matt Strom gets the job done here in the 7th. We'll head to the 8th. We're all tied up at 6.
For 100 years.
Every game night is a
For the Brewers is right-hander Shelby Miller, and Brandon Marsh will be the first to face him. And first pitch to Marsh at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Andrew Vaughn stays in the game at first base for the Brewers. Tie ball game 6-6. Top of the 8th. Miller from the stretch. The pitch to Marsh in the dirt. It's 1-1. Miller making his 11th appearance for Milwaukee so far this year. Started the season in Arizona, where he had a 1.98 ERA. 37 appearances for them. And the pitch swung on. Line drive into right field. It's going to be down for a hit. Frelick over to give chase, and Marsh will stop at first as Frelick got to it quickly and gets it back in. But a leadoff base runner for the Phillies here in the 8th. And he'll bring Harrison Bader to the plate.
Well, that died a hero for sure. That thing snapped in half. It's nice to see Brandon getting back on track again. Yeah.
Third hit of the afternoon for Brandon Marsh. All singles. And Bader, who doubled in his last at-bat, step in. First pitch, swung on, line drive, left field. Churio giving chase, is not going to get it. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Marsh being waved around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. No throw. Safe at home is Marsh, and it's an RBI double for Harrison Bader. And the Phillies take back the lead. It's 7-6.
Wow, Harrison Bader. Talking about somebody who was one hit shy of a cycle in New York. One hit shy of a cycle on the day that Schwarber went crazy with the home runs. Maybe not getting enough press. Here, a couple of doubles.
Absolutely.
Huge hit. And that's another reason with Brandon Marsh. I love when he gets on base because you get his legs on base. Scoring from first on a double. Well done.
Well done indeed. Still nobody out. And it'll bring Max Kepler to the plate. He had a sac fly his last at bat. He takes the first pitch from Shelby Miller outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Bader takes his lead off second. Miller checks him. And the pitch. Out straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Max Kepler. 0 for 2 today, but he does have that sacrifice fly. He walked and scored a run back in the 5th. Bader, good lead off second. And the pitch. Fouled again, straight back. Good cut by Kepler. He's right on Miller, but down in the count 1-2.
A lot of four-seamers from Miller. Runs it up there 62, 63% of the time at 96, 97 miles an hour. So he likes the fastball, and then he has a split right after that.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Inside and low for a ball. 2-2 now to Kepler.
Is there something wrong with Miller? He's all bent over at the waist now, and it looks like they're going to have a trainer come out and take a look at him.
Yeah. He bent over after throwing that pitch, and Contreras jumped right up and ran out to the mound. Now one of the Milwaukee Brewers athletic trainers out there, as is the pitching coach. And that's going to be it for Shelby Miller. They're going to take him out of the ball game.
Oh, I went back and watched the replay, and as soon as he released the pitch and kind of